Does that go to the top?
Oh yeah.
Hey man, a little more twist goes a long ways.
Challenge yourself to see how slowly you can go up that.
Do you have a trials background?
I ride trials about 2 times. Depending on the time of year, I ride trials about 2 or 3 times a week.
They're doing a gate trial up here in a couple weekends. That's all these. There's like 10 of them, I think.
Yeah,
that they've got flagged off.
I wish I had my trials bikes in Arizona. I wish I had it with me.
I mean, I mean, the flags aren't there, but it'd be perfect because they're already all marked and staged and next to set up. You know.
They don't really. It's crazy that East Coast trials, there's not a whole lot of big hits. It's just cornering.
Yeah. They've got some set up. Like, did you see where the fuel tanks are?
Yeah.
There's like some logs and rocks and some big hits there, but I think this is more of like a entry to novice, not the advanced or expert. There are some sections, but it's still not huge splatters.
That's where we want to get our second bit of drive, is in that little pocket right before where that yellow tape is coming down. We want to drive in that pocket. So if you break that hill down into 2 pieces, piece 1 is getting to that pocket, piece 2 is using that pocket to drive to the top. go for more trail ride?
Sure.
Does anybody have any questions on a hill like this? Like I started to do it, and then I felt like I was slipping, so I just planted my ass hard, and it went. Yeah, I think that keeping weight still on the rear tire is important enough here. You want to focus on burying that rear tire more than anything.
One thing I always notice on hill climbs, like when I'm like going by amateurs or whatever, I feel like a lot of them are super choppy with the throttle, to where I feel like, especially out here, like my throttle's like climbing a hill is usually always in the same position, and if I have to give it more or less, it's a very slow transition, and until I'm to the top of that hill, I'm always just steady on the throttle the whole way. Especially like something like Winslow's water slide, like that's a perfect example. Like you cannot chop the throttle on something like that.
You're over. Yeah.
You have to be basically in the same throttle position the whole way up. Even like if you start to spin, sometimes I'll maybe give it a little bit less, you know, but it's a very slow transition. I'm not just like giving it less and then going back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great point that you bring up, James. And in all aspects, with our front brake, with our throttle, with our clutch, we want to modulate our transitions, whether we're transitioning from a little bit of throttle to more throttle, or more throttle to less throttle, or clutch-wise, more power delivery or less power delivery. We want these to be slow transitions. It's like balancing on a Bosu ball, big round like a yoga ball. If you stand on one of those balls and you're trying to balance and you're, oh, I'm falling, you're gonna fall so fast. But if you just go in slow, gentle, small movements, then you can stay up there all the time. So it's all about these. It's really a lot about not breaking traction, just being patient with those transitions, 100%. And one thing I told, kind of feeding off of that, one thing I told my students on Friday was it was something that I tell my intro to dirt people. And it's something so simple and almost kind of stupid sounding, but I think that it works and it helps connect a few dots. I like to say that our throttle makes our engine go, and our clutch makes our wheel go. So stupid, but if we're in gear and our clutch is in, we can give it all the gas in the world and we're not going anywhere. Until we start modulating our power with our clutch, we're not really going anywhere. So that's one way to think about it.
I saw you doing this more so. Well, I got two questions, I guess. But one is, it seems like you're bouncing the rear tire. Like you'll literally lift your feet and then smash it down in. Even just when you're on that rock on the trials.
Yeah.
Is that,
you're
doing that on purpose or?
Yeah, so basically that's depending on how much traction so like that rock's very slippery, and right before it actually has quite a bit of traction because the dirt's pretty good right now. So I'm, you know, as I'm accelerating to get over the rock, I'm also using my body to push in to get drive, and then on the rock I'm letting off, because if I, you know, obviously if I'm gonna have any weight on the bike, or if I'm gonna have any throttle going, it's gonna slip and slide out, which it did a couple of times. I had to session it and learn how to hit the thing. But yeah, same for this hill. Like when that pocket that Max is talking about, that's like where I'll push in on that pocket because that's a good spot to get drive, and then I'll stay kind of the same position, body position, throttle position the whole way up, and then there's that rock at the top, and then maybe I'll hop and then de-weight on that rock, and then kind of.
Yeah, we want to, where we want to get traction, we want to apply weight on the foot pegs there.
Yeah.
Right? So in this case, you don't want to try to get traction on the face of any of that stuff. We probably will and we can, but if we really need it, it's going to be kind of scary. So we want to focus on getting drive and gaining momentum when we can, and that's why you see guys like James and Tristan unweight and weight the bike. They're weighting the bike where they want traction, and they're unweighting to get light over stuff. Exactly. And in an exaggerated setting, let's just say that this is a log, a slippery wet log, and this is the dirt that it is. if we wait to get to the log to give it throttle, we're gonna spin on the log. We're not doing, you can't get over a wet log on the log. But if we wheelie up and drive our rear tire into the good traction dirt here, we're gonna pop right over that log.
Momentum.
Momentum and driving in the traction instead of trying to drive on the log. So same concept applies on a hill climb. It's driving those heels down and weighting those foot pegs in the spots where you want traction. On this trail up here, there's a little right-handed turn that kind of comes up and there's some roots. And you almost want to, like, in the turn, there's a nice little pocket you can kind of weight the bike. And then there's like one big root that comes across. I'm almost weighting and then lifting, unweighting over that root because I want the minimum amount of deflection off that root. So if everything is on my bike is up and light, it's just gonna go over that root, and then I can re-weight the bike again on the other side of the root. This might be a little challenging for some, but I think it'd be worth doing because it's a really cool trail. It takes us up to Wetzel's Waterfall.
If you can't make this trail, meet back here and I'll come get you and take you around and meet back up with the group.
We're going this way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's two hard spots. One is right there, and the next one is once you get down in the single track, it's another uphill right, but it's just a little rocky and rooty. It's nothing crazy. Just be steady, you know?
Be steady, carry some momentum, look ahead, try to weight that rear tire. And like Clydesdale said, if you're not comfortable with it, we can turn around and there's a loop around.
Yeah, if you guys just literally just hang out right here, I'll come back down and check. And anyone that doesn't want to do this trail, couldn't make it, I'll take you back around. It meets back up. It's not a big deal.
Right at the bottom of the slide is where we're going.
Yes. Yeah.
And then,
Oh.
James, if you want to help me, why don't we, I want people that need the most help to follow the best guys so that they can really see the body movement and the weighting of the foot pegs and try to emulate the person in front of you. So who wants to follow me and who wants to follow James?
Well, then one of us could watch and like actually tell the guys what's going on.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
If one of you guys want to ride to the top and then just kind of lean your bike over, you can literally take about 3 steps back and you're going to be where people will struggle.
And watch them there.
And kind of critique and tell them, you know, okay,
That's what I was getting
get
at.
planted. Yep. Get planted. Throttle down.
It's just going to be hard to stop on that little...
Yeah, there's like a landing up top.
Up there.
Yeah, just past it. Yeah.
All right, so then...
Let's watch you go up it.
well, I'll go up it. Jim, why don't you come behind me?
Okay.
Somebody else go behind
Lay
him.
eyes on it and see if I
And
wanna take
then
the
we'll
chicken
separate.
track.
I'll follow Jim.
Perfect. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe one pro will go and we'll separate it with a few guys, and then James, you can go separate it so we keep that proper fundamentals being shown and explained and demonstrated.
I'm gonna lay eyes on it and see what's up.
You need to try it.
Yeah.
You paid for this. Try it.
All right.
It's the only way to get better, Brian.
I
Doing it.
understand that.
We'll get you up it.
All right, good.
Get in there, Big Tim.
Big ass log right there. So you gotta stay left of that log, I guess.
You ought to go in. You ought to go in after these guys right here. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were going over that log.
Yeah, we're lost as fuck. Man. We don't know how to find nothing cool.
I think I got you on socials, but I'll give you guys my number.
I do definitely
Yeah.
have you, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, you're Redneck Way on Insta or something, yeah. and the hop. Choke.
I think we could do that. Yeah. Not on that bike, but. Dude, I mean, you know how good you do if you spin a gear on a regular bike? You get the whole series on that thing. I know, it's been out for years.
He needs to come back down here and just hit her again. You guys will cruise through this whole thing if you've not done it before. This was the entrance to Wenzel's a couple years ago. You boys gonna hit Wenzel's here in a minute?
I said that if I made it that far in the race and I was feeling good, I was trying.
The problem is if you go up it today, you either got to go a long fucking ways out of the way or you're gonna somehow come back down that bitch. Yeah, or you can take. There's a little side hill like switchback. We could meet back up if you wanted to do that.
I heard the go around is retarded hard.
Oh, this year no one did it. Not a single person.
Yeah. Everybody did the waterfall instead of go around?
If they made it, yeah, they made the go around like it wasn't feasible.
Yeah.
It was up the right side, Adam, of that fucking.
When we were here, you could see that they way up it.
Put that left foot on, bro. Quit taking it off. Don't take it off again.
Being first. Lower than what he's doing.
He needs to just come back down here and try her again without someone in the way. Cause, uh-oh.
He needs to go to the backup technique again because he's really scared when he starts going backwards.
Hey, James. Wonder if he can get turned around.
Oh god, it'd be a big effort. You want to try to take that cheater line? I was thinking
Oh, that's a tight squeeze. Is that a 250 or a 230?
230.
Hell yeah. Those things are fucking wild. You know they quit making them?
Yep.
That's a shame, man.
250's too tall and heavy and
Yeah,
dumb.
this is like the sought after model, if you ask
Right.
me. I don't know why they're not telling him to come hit it again. He's got a GT33 Golden like hard tire on.
That is?
Yeah.
I can see it.
Just redo. Just come back and like he's killing himself for the rest of the class.
Is that the only hard part right there?
No, he ain't gonna make it.
Oh, that's what I was wondering. I was like, if we can't make that, then how far can we make it?
Yeah, he just needs.
See if I can get the load.
Oh shit.
Fuck yeah, that's what I said when Chase said he was going to hit the log. I said, just don't fall on me. I don't have enough energy to pick my bike up upside down if I don't fucking have to.
Yeah, right. Want to go hit a sick hill climb while we wait?
Yeah, we're
This is where we're gonna end up at anyways. This is like, the Wenzel's is right there.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Yeah, we should be way over there. Holy shit! Hey Adam, take it right. What's up? They've actually put off-camera line to it. It's not too bad this year.